Ever wondered how many teaspoons of sugar are hiding in the foods you eat every single day? The bread, the rice, the wheat roti, chapati, the snacks you can't resist. They're not just food, they're a trap. Sugar addiction, as destructive as alcohol and smoking, but hiding in everyday food. Unlike alcohol and smoking, sugar dressed up as normal food, the most underestimated addiction. The same normal food, meal after meal, day after day, silently drags you into obesity, diabetes, high BP, bad cholesterol, heart attacks, and cancer. You're put on lifelong medicines. Complications become routine. You die a normal death. But nothing on that road is normal. You were just trained to believe it is. A normal death, only because you were taught to believe the abnormal is normal. The officially endorsed highway to the graveyard. Today, I'll expose the hidden sugar in your plate, and why breaking free could save your life. A formula so basic, so simple, a kindergarten child can grasp it. Yet most adults miss it, and doctors are never trained to apply it in practice. Hi, I'm Dr. Sudhakar Tirupathy, pediatrician and holistic health advocate. Today, I'll reveal one formula that can prevent and reverse up to 75% of sickness. Your body doesn't store carbs as fat because you ate too many. It stores them as fat because your body couldn't use them in time. Let's break it down. Part 1. Sedentary lifestyle. If you live a desk job lifestyle with little movement, your body can only use about 15-20 grams of carbs per meal. Why so little? Muscles don't demand glucose. Insulin resistance rises. Glycogen tanks fill quickly. The extra glucose, it turns into liver fat through de novo lipogenesis. Schwartz et al. The Journal of Clinical Investigation, 1995, and American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, 2003. Excess carbs convert into liver fat, increase triglycerides. Part 2. Light activity. Walking. If you walk briskly daily, your body can now handle 25 to 30 grams carbs per meal. Muscles burn glucose while walking. Insulin sensitivity improves. Glycogen tanks empty and refill properly. Heath et al. Journal of Applied Physiology, 1983. Just 10 days of inactivity causes insulin resistance, and one workout restores it. But here's the catch. Most Indian staples deliver more than 60 grams carbs per 100 grams, far beyond your limit. Rice uncooked, 78 grams. Wheat flour, 72 grams. 4 slices of bread, over 60 grams. Part 3. Active lifestyle. With regular workouts, your body becomes a carb-burning machine. Muscles pull in glucose even without insulin. Glycogen stores empty faster. Insulin sensitivity skyrockets. Now you can handle 35 to 40 grams carbs per meal, sometimes more, depending on muscle mass. Holton et al. Diabetes, 2004. 6 weeks of strength training boosts glucose transporter type 4, insulin-regulated glucose carrier, and restores insulin sensitivity in muscle, even in type 2 diabetes. Part 4. How the body handles carbs. Your brain and red blood cells burn through about 120 grams of glucose every day. Muscles. They only restock glycogen when you move them. But here's the twist. Your brain runs sharper, cleaner, and stronger on ketones than on glucose. Glucose may be the default fuel, but ketones are the premium, high-efficiency fuel your brain craves when available. Leftover goes to liver, stored as glycogen if space allows, or converted into fat, de novo lipogenesis, as explained in Leninger's Principles of Biochemistry. Part 5. The carbohydrate myth, exposed. Carbs are not essential nutrients. Your body can make all the glucose it needs from protein and fat. Carbohydrates are not essential for the human body, yet we load over 60% of our calories with them, out of habit, for taste, and under the influence of the food industry. The price? A tidal wave of 75% unnecessary lifestyle diseases that keep hospitals overflowing and make insurance companies richer than ever. Obesity, fatty liver, diabetes, high blood pressure, heart attacks, stroke, inflammatory diseases, cancers, and more. Excess carbs don't just fuel weight gain, they ignite silent inflammation, from swollen joints to unexplained body pains and crushing fatigue. I've seen them vanish only when carbs are cut and low-carb foods take their place. A simple formula even a kindergartner can understand. But why do laymen ignore it, and why don't doctors teach it? Because medical education is cure-focused, not prevention-focused. Carbohydrates, people call them essential. Yes, but not for you. Truth is different. They're essential for the food industry. Cheap to produce, addictive to taste, endlessly profitable. They're essential for hospitals, filling beds with obesity, diabetes, high blood pressure, heart attacks, strokes, and cancers. They're essential for insurance companies. More sickness means more policies, more premiums, more profit. Your body doesn't need carbs. It can make all the glucose it needs from protein through gluconeogenesis and a little from fat. Guyton and Hall, Textbook of Medical Physiology. There are essential amino acids and fatty acids, but no essential carbohydrates, because the body can synthesize glucose from other substrates. World Health Organization and National Institute of Health. Carbohydrates are not listed as an essential nutrient, so remember, carbs fuel profits, they fuel sickness, but they never fuel health. Final truth. Human body composition. Proteins, 16%, and fats approximately 15–25% are major building blocks of the human body. Total carb stores constitute less than 1% of body weight. Deplete in 24–48 hours of fasting or heavy activity. Carbs fuel you briefly. Fat and protein build and sustain you. You can thrive on low or no carbs. The body adapts. Moderate natural carbs can be part of a healthy diet. Excess consumption of carbohydrates, particularly refined carbs and sugar, is the root cause of the modern epidemic of illness. Consuming them in excess is the hidden driver of 75% of hospital burden today. Here's the shocking truth. Not a single staple food gives you less than 60 grams of carbs per 100 grams. Rice hits 78, wheat 72, and even the so-called healthy branded millets, oats, and quinoa turn out to be carb bombs. White rice, wheat flour, bread, sugary cereals, all carb bombs. With no activity, they become liver fat, visceral fat, insulin resistance, diabetes, and heart disease. Everyday foods you call normal are secretly loaded with sugar. Do you know how many teaspoons of sugar you're really eating? Check the list below. You'll be shocked. 1 cup cooked rice, 10 teaspoons of sugar. Wheat flour, 2 medium chapati, 11. Bread, 4 slices, 12. Indian breakfast. 1 idli, 4 teaspoons of sugar. And you don't stop at 1. You eat 4. That's 16 teaspoons straight into your blood. Still think it's the world's healthiest breakfast. 1 dosa, 7. 1 plate poha, 8. 1 plate upma, 8. 1 aloo paratha, 9. 4 bread slices with jam, 15. 2 bagels, 25–28. 1 bowl noodles, 6. 100 grams cooked pasta, 7. 1 burger, 2 teaspoons sugar. 1 whole pizza, 8–12 teaspoons sugar. And you thought the toppings were the danger? The real culprit is the pizza base. 1 medium potato boiled, 9. 1 samosa, 5–6. 1 jalebi, 4–5. 1 gulab jamun, 6–7. Banana, apple, approximately 4–5. Beverages. 1 Coke bottle, 500 milliliters, 13 teaspoons of sugar. Every meal deal hides a trap. A free drink bottle stuffed with 13 teaspoons of sugar. Jumbo popcorn, 10–15 teaspoons sugar plus cool drink, 13 teaspoons, total 25 teaspoons in one sitting. Are you here for the movie or to stress test your pancreas? 2 cups tea, coffee, 2–4. 1 biscuit hides 1/2–1.5 teaspoons of sugar. A packet of 8–12 biscuits, 8–15 teaspoons, already hitting or crossing the World Health Organization daily limit 6 teaspoons. 1 glass fruit juice, 200 milliliters, 5–6 teaspoons of sugar. Typical Indian diet. Daily carb load in grams. Breakfast 55–60. Lunch 130–155. Dinner 60–100 daily totals. Base Indian meals. No dessert. Approximately 225 grams per day. With tea, coffee, sugar included. Approximately 245 grams. With fruit after meals, approximately 285 grams. With sweets, approximately 335 grams. With ice cream, approximately 330 grams. Western diet, total daily carbs, 310–360 grams carbs per day. Whether it's Western food or a traditional Indian food, the carb load is the same. Body actually needs only 20-30 grams per meal and 100-150 grams day, but you dump double that quantity of carbs per meal per day. A typical Indian diet almost doubles the safe carb requirement, especially with desserts and sweet rice, wheat rotis, bread, all sugar bombs. Even millets are not innocent. Yes, our grandparents ate them and thrived, but here's the brutal truth. They plowed fields, walked miles, and burned it all off. You sit. Technology makes you lazier by the day. Add processed foods, pesticides, adulteration, and zero exertion. That same food now fuels only disease, not health. So, what happens next? Meal after meal, day after day, excess carbs don't vanish. They pile up. Into your liver, fatty liver, into your cells, insulin resistance, around your organs, visceral fat. Together, they form the deadly health triangle. The result? Obesity, diabetes, heart attacks, cancers, and a life trapped in sickness. The deadly health triangle combined. When fatty liver, insulin resistance, and visceral fat happen together, obesity risk is about 5 times higher, diabetes risk is 5 to 10 times higher, heart disease risk is 2 to 3 times higher, cancer risk is 1.5 to 2 times higher. In simple words, this triangle doesn't just add risks, it multiplies them, powering nearly 75% of today's lifestyle diseases. Hard to believe? Watch the deadly health triangle, the hidden cause of disease doctors don't see on Try Incurable. Link in description. But cutting the carbs, that is the easy and intelligent choice. You don't need to give up your cultural foods, just rebalance them. Cutting carbs isn't hard. It's the smart choice. What's truly hard? Lifelong pills, stents and bypass surgery, cancer treatments. Part 6. Choose your hard. Think reducing rice, roti and bread is hard. Choose your hard. Splitting open your chest for a bypass is not easy. Swallowing pills, lifelong for diabetes, BP and cholesterol with endless side effects is not easy. Facing a cancer diagnosis and enduring toxic treatments, cut, poison, burn, is not easy. Ask a cancer patient who has endured radiation burns or swallowed or injected the poison of chemotherapy, was survival easy? That agony carves into body and soul. Yet if true reversal were promised, not one would dare gamble with excess carbs again. Pain teaches what comfort never can. But cutting carbs, that's the easy choice. The formula is simple. Never outsource your kitchen problem to a hospital. The cure begins in your plate, not in their pharmacy. Health is lost in the kitchen and only regained there, not in hospitals. Every pill is proof of a kitchen mistake. Hospitals treat, kitchens heal. Choose wisely. The true super specialist is you. Skip endless hospital rounds and specialists. Do it for your health. Do it for your family. Cut down 75% of medical bills. Take charge of 75% of diseases under your control. Don't fall for the false control of medicines. Take real control, starting today. Why keep paying endless insurance premiums when a fraction spent on real food could save your life? If this truth spreads, hospitals would see their burden cut by 3/4, and 3 out of 4 people would reclaim their health. The formula is so simple, even a kindergarten child could grasp it. If we truly grasp this one truth, one simple formula, everything changes. Remodel your plate. Rethink what you put in your mouth. Don't feed your tongue for a moment of taste, for a moment of gratification, and then feed the hospitals for a lifetime. If doctors stopped endlessly chasing new cures and instead applied this principle of prevention, we could rewrite the story of health. Yet, no medical curriculum teaches it. No common man pauses to think about it. Part 7. Carb load. Smart. Base your meals on whole grains. Cut rice from 2 cups to just 1/2 3/4 cup. Limit wheat rotis to 1, or better, swap them for low-carb almond rotis. Fill your plate with vegetables like broccoli, mushrooms, and leafy greens, along with low-carb fruits, eggs, lean meats, fish, nuts, and fermented foods like Greek yogurt. For the best snack, choose fresh or dry coconut. Ironically, the coconut pickle I avoided for 30 years, trusting so-called nutrition advice, turned out to be real medicine. Ditch carb bombs like white rice, whole wheat, brown and multigrain breads, biscuits, sweets and bagels, and abandon seed oils. Choose ghee, butter, coconut or olive oil instead. Matcha green tea with soy or almond milk with MCT powder. Greek yogurt dessert with pomegranate arils, berries, nuts, unsweetened cocoa powder makes a delicious snack. A truly healthy replacement for sweets and ice creams. That's what I've done for the last year. And the results are unbelievable. No medical training, not even my 10 years as a doctor and medical student, ever taught me this truth. Hard to believe? Watch my story. With full lab evidence, link in description, 20 years of failed dieting fixed in 1 month. And I suggest anyone, you too can achieve what I did in just few months. Carbs are not the enemy. Unused carbs are. Carbs can either feed your energy or your fat. Carbs have two fates. They either fuel your body or fuel your fat. Fats, on the other hand, fuel your energy and control your appetite. That's the difference. Carbs make you hungrier. Fats keep your hunger satisfied. Understand this simple truth, and you'll understand why carbs drive obesity while fats fight it. Shocking. For 75 years, fats were falsely branded the villain, without a trace of real science. Carbs were pushed as healthy, and what followed was a health disaster. Diabetes, obesity, heart disease, even cancer. Don't cut carbs completely. Earn them through action. Respect your body's limit. Share this truth. The difference between food as energy or poison is just a walk away. One life. One formula. One choice. The power is in your hands.